Hi guys, this is O-Level Chemistry, paper 12, November 2015, question 31. Two statements about copper are given. Copper is below hydrogen in the reactivity series. Yes. Copper can be obtained by heating its oxide with carbon. Yes. Any metal that is less reactive than carbon can be obtained by heating its oxide with carbon. So, copper is below hydrogen and hydrogen is below carbon. Therefore, this statement is also correct. Since both statements are correct, the correct option for this question is option A. Question 32. What is the order of reactivity of halogens? So, the reactivity increases down the group. Actually, the reactivity of halogens decreases down the group. No, metals, the reactivity of metals would increase. So reactivity decreasing down the group. So the order in which the halogens are placed in the group are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and astatine. So we have chlorine, bromine, and iodine in the given options. So chlorine would be the most reactive, followed by bromine, followed by iodine. So chlorine, bromine, iodine. The correct order of the halogens is present in option B, making B the correct option for this question. Question 33. The flow chart shows how impure water can be treated to produce drinkable water. So impure water is passed through large size gravel to remove large solid particles. Then it is passed through small size gravel to remove small particles present. It is passed through carbon to remove taste and odors. Then it is passed through chlorine to disinfect it in order to make it drinkable. What is not removed from water by this process? Clay particles. Clay particles will be removed using the small sized gravel. Microbes will be killed by passing it through chlorine. Nitrates are soluble in water, and none of the processes that the water was passed through was able to remove nitrates. And odors were removed by passing it through carbon. Therefore, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 34. Which diagram shows the isomer of butane? So, in order for an isomer to be present, it must have the same molecular formula, which is true for all the options given. All of them have a molecular formula of C4H10. And there must be a side chain present because if it is a straight chain, then it is butane itself. So, looking at option A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four carbon atoms are present in a straight chain. So, this is butane. In option B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four carbon atoms are present in a straight chain. So this is also butane, not its isomer. Just another way of representing butane. In C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, another way of representing butane, not its isomer. In D, we have got 1, 2, 3 with a CH3 group present as a substitute group on the second carbon atom, making this compound 2-methyl propane. So it has a side chain present. Its name has changed. So this is an isomer of butane because it has also got the same molecular formula. Therefore, option D is the correct option for this question. Question 35. The diagram shows the structure of a monomer used to make a polymer. Okay, so this diagram has a double bond present in it. Therefore, this will form an addition polymer. What is the structure of the polymer? So let's work out the repeat unit and then see the structure. So the repeat unit will have a carbon-carbon single bond present with the left carbon atom having two hydrogen atoms on it and the right one having two CH3 groups on it. So this is the repeat unit of the polymer made from this monomer. So in A, we have got this present. This is one repeat unit. This is another repeat unit. So both of these are the correct repeat units. So this option is correct. Next, we've got two CH3s on adjacent carbon atoms and two hydrogens on adjacent carbon atoms, which is wrong with respect to both the groups because two of the same group should be on one carbon atom only. Same situation is encountered in option C. We've got two CH3 groups on alternate on adjacent carbon atoms, and we've got two hydrogen atoms on adjacent carbon atoms. This is also incorrect. And in the fourth option, we've got a CH3 and a hydrogen on the same carbon atom. This CH3 should have been a hydrogen atom in order for this option to be correct. So this option is incorrect as well, making option A the correct option for this question. Question 36. Which property of a liquid ester can be used to check its purity before use as a food flavoring? So, for a liquid to be pure, it must have a constant boiling point. The boiling point must not be variable. So, its boiling point needs to be very much accurate. Uh, Colors can be different. Colors are not checked for purity of anything. Neither are smells, and neither is solubility in water. The greater the MR of the ester, the lesser would be its solubility in water. And the lower the MR of the ester, the greater would be its solubility in water. This has something to do with MR, nothing to do with boiling point or other purity. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option A. Question 37. The structure of three hydrocarbons from the same homologous series are shown. So this is methane, this is propane, and this is 2-methyl propane, which is an isomer of butane. Which statement is correct? All three molecules are unsaturated hydrocarbons? No, they are all saturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated means presence of double or triple bond, which is not present in either of the structures given. All three molecules have the same empirical formula. W has an empirical formula of CH4. Propane has an empirical formula of C3H8. And butane has an empirical formula of C2H5 because this is C4H10. So all their empirical formulas are different. W has the lowest boiling point. W is the smallest molecule. It will have the lowest MR. The lower the MR, the lower the boiling point. X is an isomer of Y. X has 3 carbon atoms present. Y has 4. They cannot be isomers. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option C. Question 38. How many of the following statements about ethanol are correct? Ethanol is C2H5OH. The molecular formula is C2H6O. Let's work it out. We've got 2 carbon atoms, we've got 6 hydrogen atoms, and we've got 1 oxygen atom. Yes, this is correct. Manufactured from ethane and steam? No. Ethane is an alkane. It is manufactured from steam plus ethene from an alkene. So this is incorrect. Oxidizes to ethanoic acid? Yes. Alcohols are oxidized to carboxylic acid. Produced by the fermentation of glucose? Yes. Used as a fuel? Yes, it is a biofuel. Used as a solvent? Yes. Alcohols are universal solvents. So, how many of the following statements are correct? Only one is wrong out of the 6 statements given, making the correct option 5. Therefore, C is the correct option for this question. Question 39. Proteins and nylon both possess the same amide linkages. Okay. Which arrangement of atom represent an amide linkage? An amide linkage is a C double bond O next to an NH bond. This is an amide linkage. So in A, we have got N bonded to oxygen, not carbon, making it incorrect. B, we've got a C double bond O attached to an N single bond H, which is correct. C, we've got C double bond O attached to an oxygen atom, which is incorrect. This is an ester linkage. And in D, we've got an oxygen atom present between the carbon and nitrogen atoms, making it incorrect. Therefore, option B is the correct option for this question. Question 40. A carbohydrate such as starch can be represented as shown. What is X? So, starch is a polysaccharide in which units of glucose, which is represented by the box, are linked together by a glycosidic link. And a glycosidic link is an oxygen atom between two glucose molecules. This is known as a glycosidic linkage. So, an oxygen atom connects two glucose molecules. So, what is X? X is oxygen, making option D the correct option for this question.